The format of this video is I have 5 1-minute chapters that bring you through the stages for fitting a new string. Later, I'll give you details of where you can download a free PDF file where I've captured all 39 steps with photographs and written instructions. Now, if you are fitting a low G string to a ukulele, in an earlier video I've brought you through the spec of the low G string that I recommend, as well as the spec for the other strings that are on my ukulele, and in the description below are links to sites in Europe and in the USA where you can buy these strings. And of course, the same procedure applies when replacing any string on a ukulele and most guitars. So without further ado, let's jump into the process. So we're going to replace the G string on this ukulele. Now, of course, the string I'm putting on here is this single string that I've spoken about already, and that's the packet, and that's what the string looks like. Now, this ukulele, my ukulele, already has a low G string on it, and the ukulele just sounds like that. And the procedure for replacing the string is exactly the same, irrespective of whether there's a low G or high G already on it. So let's make a start. So the first thing we need to do is take the existing string off. Now, what I do here is I pluck the string, and I'm actually turning the tuning peg clockwise to loosen it, and it's just something to verify to me that I am actually loosening it and not tightening it, so you can hear it go all the way down and get loose and loose and loose and loose and loose. Now it's got loose enough now that I can just take it off over the top of that tuning peg and wind it out. There's the string, it's off, and I can just loosen the tie at that end and pull the string out. So I have my new G string there. It's actually quite long. It's much longer than the ukulele, so we've plenty to play with here. So the first thing I'm going to do is thread the string through that hole in the bridge and slide it all the way through so that you have a short end left at the bridge part and the rest of the string is heading up towards the tuning peg. To make the fixing, you're going to create a sort of a bind. So you take the short end of the string and you thread it underneath the long part of the string, and then thread that through the loop that you've just made. Then go over that again, go through the loop one more time, and you've now got a sort of a double bind on that, and you just pull that tight loosely. Now, you don't want to kink the string by over tightening it. When you tune the actual string, you will that binding will tighten up. So the next step is to attach the string to the tuning peg. So I'm going to take the long end of the string and put it through the hole in the tuning peg and pull it so that it's more or less straight, and then I'm going to pull back about 1.5 inches so that we have that amount of slack on it. So that gives me enough length in the end of the string that it will go around the tuning post when I actually go to tune it. So to make sure that I get a clean feed onto the tuning peg, I just place my finger, my index finger there, on a fret, gripping the string while I actually turn the tuning peg. So you can see by carefully feeding the string and letting it wrap from the bottom, it looks very neat. Starting to get tight now, and the string is feeding off the tuning peg from the inside of the tuning peg, and you can see now that we're getting higher notes as I tighten. I've been turning this anti-clockwise for a while, and I'm very close now to the low G being at the right pitch. So you can check that by pressing down on this new low G string on fret 5 and then plucking the C string. And when the two are the same, then your G string is in tune. So I need to go up a bit more. Nearly. So the string is now in tune, but it is going to go out of tune again because the binding at the bridge end is going to sort of slip and tighten over the next couple of hours or day or two, depending on how well it's been put on. And you can help the bind on the bridge to settle by actually just pulling ever so slightly on that short end of the string. It's even slipped already. So that just leaves us with some tidying up to do. The tail of the string at the bridge is still in place, and what you typically do there is you will thread that small tail in through the loop when you replace the C string, so that it just gives it an extra anchor point. So that's nice to have. You don't have to do that, but it's common practice to do it. And on the other end, you have this piece of string that's far too long. And of course, you see guitar players all the time with heads on their guitars that look as if they need a haircut. So you just get a snipper and snip it close to the, to the tuning peg itself. And everything then is neat and tidy.